First quarter on that.
Well, I think both teams are playing hard. Their energy's a little bit better probably because of the noise in the building, and they've made shots and we've missed shots. But believe it or not, I think we're playing pretty good even though we're down 8.
I know you're happy with the defense you're playing on Aldridge, but how did you turn the offense around?
Well, we've just got to be aggressive without turning it over. That's the biggest thing. I mean, they're up and into us. They're going to pressure full court. We got to be aggressive without making mistakes.
Thanks, Rick. Matt?
All right, thank you, Marty. And Rick Carlisle, Stojakovic. Shot doesn't fall. Haywood has it denied by Batum. Here's Terry stepping into the 3. Marion. Another offensive opportunity for Dallas. They started 2 of 11. They finished the first quarter 6 of 12. And there's Marion in the lane. Can't deliver. Missed opportunities for sure for Dallas.
Yeah, that's what happened in Game 5. The Mavs just got all the offensive rebounds. I know that's got to concern Nate McMillan. He wants them on that defensive board and out and running.
Roy with Stojakovic on him. The concern, Brandon Roy at home.
Home cooking's good for Brandon Roy. He was 3 for 15. So far in the series total down in Dallas. He comes home and he feels good. He's making shots, and he had a nice elevation on that shot again. Matt, always look at his legs and see how much life he's got. If he's got good, lively legs, Brandon usually plays very well.
7 points for Brandon Roy in the 3 losses, which are the 3 games on the road. 16 in Game 3, 24 in Game 4, and a turnover. And a 10-point advantage. And you look at the numbers. Dallas just 35%, Portland 55%, and Gerald Wallace 5 of 7. Been outstanding. What a start for Gerald.
Right now they're checking to see if they should get a new 24-second. I don't think Jason Kidd had possession, so they probably won't get a full 24 seconds here.
Gary Zielinski in communication with the scores table. And Monty McCutcheon and Greg Willard, they get a chance at 12. Roy again.
He needs to bring these rims on the road with him.
The rims, the routine.
Whatever, the red floor, something.
The white jersey, saved by Rudy Fernandez. Barea on him. Roy aggressive, attacking early. They'll swing it. In and out, Barea with a rebound. Gives it ahead now to Terry. Pulls the trigger. Stojakovic comes away with it. And Stojakovic deep in the corner and a foul.
Here you see Brandon Rowe. Nice little catch and shoot, nice elevation, going up and just concentrating and making that shot. And again, feels shooting 63% on this floor, and he just, a whole different player up here in Portland.
Maybe it's the crowd.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it works for him, and he's just, again, on a roll up here, and that's the big concern. Again, it's a big concern for Coach Nate McMillan. What's going to bring me? A huge concern for Coach Rick Carlisle, saying, man, what am I going to have to do? Now watch tonight, if Brandon starts getting it going off the dribble and really, attacking, they will go to a zone. Dallas will go to a zone, Matt, and try to take him out of that.
They're checking.
Yeah, that's going to be a three-pointer.
Yeah,
clearly a three-pointer.
Checking to see if it's a 2 or a 3, and clearly behind the line.
Yep.
And so Stojakovic will head to the line to attempt 3. A 31-19 lead for Portland. NBA Playoff Pulse lets you track the most recent NBA Facebook trends and vote for your favorite players to help them become the social MVP. Only at NBA.com/playoff pulse.
A social MVP.
That is
you.
Okay. That is you, because you cannot travel without Kevin McHale.
No, that is not true.
You are a social MVP.
You are running for mayor in every city we're at, Mr. Devlin, and don't let anybody kid you.
Oh, don't even start. Wherever you go.
This is the guy right here at the line, Stojakovic, which is capable of making shots, and especially if you see right now Portland's running around, and it's working to their favor because, in their favor I should say, because Dallas is missing shots. But he's a dangerous man to run around on. He gets his feet set, and boy, Stojakovic can make you pay.
Stojakovic 0-3 from the field, 2-2 from the free throw line. It's a 10-point game, and the bench of Dallas, which has been superb in this series, they are 0 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, that's the strength of Dallas too. They go to their bench, and their bench has been outscoring Portland's bench by an average of over 12 points a game.
And that's something that Rick Carlisle has had to rely on as Roy goes right in there. 33-22. Roy 3 of 3, 6 points. Nowitzki. And Nowitzki takes it hard. And Chris Johnson right there. Brandon Roy up, getting in between Chris Johnson and Dirk Nowitzki. And Dirk's, come on now.
Yeah, nice pass here, but I'm going to see what everybody's all upset about. Let's see, Dirk goes in and kind of shrugs him off a little bit. And then you got Roy. And right here, he'll finish with his left hand as much or maybe more than his right when he's attacking the rim. And Brandon's feeling pretty good. And Dirk kind of shrugged off Chris Johnson, and Chris jumped up and said, "Hey, don't do that to me." Chris Johnson's a guy that's really earned playing time in this series. He's a high energy, high wire act, will come out, he'll compete, get some blocks, get some rebounds, and Nate really likes him just because he brings just a ton of energy to the game.
Didn't play in the first 2 games and played under 6 minutes in game 3, but he was certainly effective. And so he's now played in 4 straight in the series. Fernandez, it's a 2. Man, that's the way it's been for him. I mean, that one was going down. There's a foul. Nowitzki is down. And Berea's pointing at Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Johnson gave him the old horse collar. That'd be 15 yards in the NFL. Got him by the back of the jersey in the shoulder pads. You're going to see it right here. The ball goes up, Dirk cleans it up, and there's the old grab him by the neck and take him down by Chris Johnson.
Flagrant foul is called. 33. A flagrant foul 1. And here it is. Watch Nowitzki go in, and then with the right hand to the face. What do you?
Yeah, he got him a little bit, but Dirk sold that too. Come on, first of all, I'm not sure what they give out in Germany. We give Oscars here, but whatever they give, he got a little bit of a rip, but not that bad. He went down like he was poleaxed. Come on.
Maybe Chris needs to talk to you about how to get away with those kind of.
First of all, Chris Johnson weighs 200 and maybe 5 pounds, soaking wet. I mean,
but that was across the face.
Oh my goodness.
Nowitzki at the line, 33-26. And Dirk, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. You take a look at those numbers from this series, and Nowitzki doing an outstanding job of getting to the free throw line. A lot of that happened in the first 2 games. 52 free throw attempts. Now 55. Berea. Here's Terry. Gives it up. Dirk. Up top. Backing down on Fernandez. Nowitzki. And here come the Mavs.
Nice little pump fake there by Dirk. Put a little shoulder, and Fernandez just bumped him off a little bit, cleared space, and knocked down the patented Nowitzki little turnaround.
Nowitzki has the last 7 for the Mavs. Aldridge cut off by Haywood. Fernandez on the drive. Shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound, putback.
Yeah, Jason Terry got hit on the head on that exchange there, and a little bit wobbly here on that offensive rebound putback by Portland.
Physical game. Nate McMillan said you got to bring energy tonight, got to play hard. His team is, so are the Mavs, presented by Coors Light. And one of the things you need to do to win an NBA championship during the playoffs, you got to win some road games, Kevin.
Yeah, you surely do. The surprising thing on there is the 08 Celtics 3-9. But if you hang around 500 on the road in the playoffs, you're playing top, caliber teams. That's going to be good enough. You win your home games and win about half your road games, you'll be in good shape. And that hasn't been the Mavericks' strong suit.
They've lost 8 in a row on the road. Nowitzki on the inside, and he makes it a 4-point game.
Terry threw that up there because he thought Dirk Nowitzki was going to do Tyson Chandler and throw it down, and that's Dirk's version of the lob. Cut you and lay it in.
Yeah, he's not going up there that high. He doesn't need to.
No.
Nowitzki has 9 of his 15 here in this quarter. Foul on Haywood. And one of the key things here in this 4-point game, Haywood's on the floor. Chandler has played 11 minutes, but he doesn't have a foul.
That's key, and and Brendan Haywood's played well. He's got a lot of offensive rebounds in this series. He's banging and stuff, but they need Tyson Chandler on the floor, and they need him on the floor, not in foul trouble. He's done a nice job of staying out of foul trouble. That's one of the keys we talked about, Matt, at the top of the show, is that guy right there gives them a defensive grit. How about if I told you that the Dallas Mavericks would be leading the NBA playoffs in defense? What would you have thought about that? A couple years ago. Didn't even think it was possible even last year.
Well, Rick Carlisle telling us, hey, it wasn't a hard sell about being committed to defense. Roy gives it up, shot clock down, can be short, corner air ball. Barea comes away with it. This is a Portland team that during the regular season average, Batum picks up the foul, 96 points. In the playoffs, they're averaging 86.6. Terry picks himself up. He'll head to the free throw line. Batum picks up his first.
Yeah, he steps on him a little bit, and then he kind of gives him a little bit of a kick in the shin.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he did. He gave him a kick in the shin. I tell you what, I like it.
All right, Marty.
Hey, Matt, Gerald Wallace walked to the locker room moments ago from the Portland bench holding his back. He has not been out since back to the court, so we're going to get a word with Gerald or try and find out exactly what's going on, get you a word as soon as we can.
Yeah, thanks, Marty, because I was just about ready to say they need to bring Gerald back, but I looked over there and I didn't see him, so good looking out, Marty. Way to help us out there on that one, and he's had 5 for 7. Wallace is with 13 points, just a great start for Portland.
And 6 rebounds, and remember his nickname is Crash. They call him Crash, and he works hard each and every night. Dallas 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Portland 3 of 3 right to the rim.
Boy, J.J. Barea playing with no fear whatsoever, just taking it to the hole, going up there, and I think you're going to see a timeout here by Portland. Yeah,
13-2 run, Kevin, by Dallas. So they're able to take that early wave.
Yeah.
The crowd, Brandon Roy, and they've tied it at 35.
Yeah, to be able to get over the shock and awe of that start of Portland was important.
Caught up in basketball, and I think sometimes going back to the community, it puts things in perspective. We love working with the kids. They see the type of players we are on the court, but we want to teach them how to be good people. Part of being a celebrity is that young kids are going to follow you. So it's our responsibility to own up to that and do the best we can to be a positive role model for those young kids.
Brandon Roy is certainly that. Great role model for young kids. And let's send it over to Marty Snyder, who has more on Gerald Wallace. Marty?
And did get confirmation from the team as Wesley Matthews makes a layup right there that Gerald Wallace is being treated for lower back tightness. They will make a decision at halftime as to whether or not he can come back in this game. Also, Rudy Fernandez on the end of the bench just wrapped his left elbow in ice. So the Blazers all of a sudden in a little bit of health issues.
Thank you, Marty. Here's Barea. Shot doesn't go. Aldridge comes away with it. A huge loss Right now for Portland, Gerald Wallace, 13 points. Their top scorer. His back is tightened up. Roy backing down on Barea. Finds Miller. Can he become a factor? And Miller picked up 2 fouls early. It really slowed him down. Stojakovic on the move. They're going to wave it off in the cylinder.
Offensive goaltending, yeah. Brendan Hayward just got a little bit anxious on there. Had he been able to hold himself back just another half second, he'd been able to tip it in. Well, that's a huge loss. Gerald Wallace going out, I mean, with his start, just the energy he brought to this team, and just his toughness and grit. And they're going to need everybody playing well right now if you're in the Portland Trailblazers uniform.
Roy, shot doesn't go, and knowing Gerald Wallace, he's going to try to convince him to get himself back out on the floor. Nowitzki, Barea, wide open, Peja Stojakovic.
Talked about it earlier, Matt. He starts scrambling around and leaving people open. He's a dangerous, dangerous guy. Stojakovic is a great shooter. When he makes a couple, and boy, he gets on fire. It's going to stop all that scrambling from Portland. He's going to have to stay with him.
And Kevin, the Mavericks now have their first lead since it was 5-4. Matthews driving, Nowitzki with a rebound. And top scoring bench during the playoffs, back-to-back threes. And they're tied for first at 34.4 points per game.
And a great push by J.J. Barea right there. You know, he's quietly giving this team a big lift, Matt. Nice passing, good energy, and done a really, really good job handling the ball for the Dallas Mavericks, J.J. Barea has.
Can Roy and Portland respond to Matthews? The open look grazes the side of the rim, and Miller couldn't handle it. It's out of bounds. Dallas up by 4.
There he goes. There's one simple little pass. It's called the swing, and he hits him right in rhythm. Here's another one coming up. Nice bullet pass up to the Jet in the corner, and the Jet knocks down a 3, and that's back-to-back threes for the Dallas Mavericks, and they're starting to get a little feel, Matt. You know, the energy, you know, they were able to handle everything that Portland threw at them in the start, and they're feeling a little more comfortable right now.
Kidd back on the floor. Chandler on the floor. Stojakovic back up top. Kidd. The 3 doesn't go. And Camby comes away with it. It's a 19-4 run for Dallas. And Rick Carlisle and his offense, he always talks about getting flow, and they have that. Miller knocks it down, but getting flow, it starts at the defensive end.
No, I'm just going to say, you get some stops, you get out and run, and actually, you know, they call it their push offense. It's their early offense, and it's all the flow, pick and roll. Corners are spread. Everybody knows how to play, and they really play well when they get in that push offense.
Terry attacking. 7 points for Terry. And a timeout taken by Nate McMillan.
Yeah, that straight line drive, when you're giving up layups like that, the coach gets mad. He's calling a timeout and said, guys, we got to help each other on the defensive end.
Their bench getting it done for Rick Carlisle. Nowitzki leads away with 15 points, and then it's Terry, Stojakovic, and Marion. Aldridge down low, double. Here's Roy. Kidd jumps out at him. Matthews. Aldridge keeping it alive. Puts it back up and in.
Great second effort there by Aldridge. Had an offensive rebound, missed the tip, stayed after it, and got the second one to go. Interesting little 2-3 zone here by Portland. Let's see. Dallas practices the zone quite a bit, you know, themselves, so they should be pretty familiar with how to attack it.
They played it quite a bit in Game 5. Aldridge, Marion knocks it out. It's going to be Blazer basketball.
Yeah, the zone, nice little zone there. You mix it up. Nate said, hey, they're getting a roll. And that's why Nate's such a good coach. You know, he comes out and he says, let's get a little zone. You see it right there from your standard little 2-3. They made him move it around, and they ended up taking a long jump shot there and got the defensive rebound.
And it's interesting to talking to Nate McMillan because, you know, he was telling his guys, would you just run your same stuff against the zone? Aldridge shot doesn't go. But why is the NBA teams, from an offensive standpoint, all of a sudden they see that zone and they forget about all their just regular offensive principles?
They put up the stop sign. Nice little move there by Marion, but he misses. Yeah, the zone makes you put up the stop sign. You don't know what to do. Everybody looks at each other and goes, oh, the ball right out of Miller's reach there. But everybody starts looking at each other like, what are we going to do? Well, you just got to play. You got to move and stuff. Actually, when you get comfortable, it's much easier playing against the zone. And that's why a lot of NBA teams don't play a lot of zone. Dallas plays as much zone as anybody does in the league. Maybe more, well, probably actually more than anybody else. But once you get your rhythm against the zone, it's not hard, but it's odd how pro players see that zone and they just get stupefied.
Is stupefied?
Stupefied, yes. I don't even know if it's a word. I just made it up. Yeah, probably not.
You can do that. Marion!
In northern Minnesota, we'll say stupefied, and everybody understands what you're talking about.
I understood what you were talking about. Everybody understood. Okay,
okay. You understand a lot of stuff, man.
I appreciate that. Here's Miller. Roy will catch and shoot. Marion gets it ahead now. Terry to Nowitzki. There you go. That's what you wanted. The lob in the dunk, Kevin.
Yeah, Dirk's feeling good. He threw down a two-hander. He does that once every couple weeks.
11 of his 17 in the quarter. Nate McMillan's team has won 12 of the last 13 home games dating back to the regular season, their lone loss to Golden State. And during that stretch, they have handled Dallas 4 times. Aldridge on the inside.
Great hands. Again, leaking out and getting to the rack, getting a little, cherry picking a little bit there, just running back out and getting out ahead of the Portland defense.
And that will get steam coming out of your ears if you're a coach. Not getting back.
I hear you. Coach McMillan will have a few things to talk about with his Portland Trailblazers at halftime here.
Miller tapped up. Nowitzki. Playing for the final shot here in this first half. Portland led by 12. Dallas now up 49-43. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Terry the three. Right on time. 52-43. Dallas, what a second quarter, Kevin.
Like I said, we talked about it, Matt. They were able to withstand the shock and awe of Portland, and they came out running. There's the Dirk Nowitzki lob, and that's the Dirk Nowitzki dunk.
19 for Nowitzki. Dallas ends a half on a 30-10 run over the last 9 minutes. And that's the end of the first half. Coming up after a quick break, EJ, Kenny.